Hey guys, so let's get right onto it. I just did a video about our incredible edible lemon. I pretended that this was a lemon and I was talking about plant pectins, about how they help clear out the liver, bind to the toxins in warm water before your first meal when you wake up. But now I'm going to talk about Adiponectin. And you're like, what the heck? And I'm like, all these things about leptin and about insulin regulation and blood sugar regulation, they're very, very interesting. And you have to think about this, that our bodies are these very simple and complex machines, right? So it seems complicated, but it's actually kind of simple. We were never meant to be eating carbohydrates to the level at which we are doing. So in my old video, I would be like running out with the spoon, and I should still do that. So hold on, just hold on right there, just for 2 seconds. All right, so here we go. Let's visit the old days, a Stephanie video old days, where I'm like, energy, 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 energy. Okay, so let's talk about this. So this is 5 grams. All right, in a teaspoon. Look at that. See the size of that? That's nothing. And I'm a small girl, so if that's tiny on me, imagine someone bigger than me. That your body can only metabolize this much glucose, carbohydrate, sugar, in the body at any one feeding meal. When you start eating cereal or bread or candy or soda or juice or bagels or whatever the frack you guys still are consuming out there, you start to have issues with this, regulating your blood glucose. And that's pretty scary, because even though you don't have diabetes, you guys are starting to show symptoms of kind of like, you know, what diabetics go through before they become diabetic. They get tired in the afternoon. They are stressed out. Sleep quality goes down the bunghole. The workouts suck. So why are we becoming so tired in our afternoon? Well, you eat carbohydrates and you're eating over a teaspoon, and it's not like a teaspoon, it's a couple of teaspoons that breaks down into a teaspoon of glucose within the blood. And then the body is, so you know, you have like a bowl of cereal and you're having about 10 of these. And the body's like, okay, I can't handle all of that coming in at once, because your body's already breaking it down. It's already like, you know, it's processed, so it's already been, molecules have been broken down. Then your saliva, the amylase in your saliva start breaking it down. And by the time it actually hits your stomach and gets into your small intestine, it doesn't have to do a lot to get into your blood. So now it just shoots into your blood like rocket fuel. And this creates an excitatory response in your blood that's super dangerous. Your body does everything to get it back to just the one. And so it'll dump it, it'll like literally get it out of the blood, and you go from feeling like pretty good while you're eating to freaking crashing. And that's a bad sign of prediabetes, or prediabetes, because now insulin is over-secreting. And insulin is a hormone from your pancreas. You have insulin and you have glucagon, and these two work in opposition to keep your blood sugar nice and stable. And if it's not nice and stable, it's like it's a total excitatory response, and your body effing you up. You don't feel good. And I see it in every way. I'll talk to people and they'll just be like, yeah. And I'm like, hello, Z's, hypoglycemia. Or you're at the gym and all of a sudden people that you're working out with are just like, dude, I gotta go. I'm cranky, I'm hungry, I need to eat. And I'm like, I'm not going through that. Jeez, and you're like 20 years younger than me. What the HE double? Anyway. All right, so you eat processed foods. You even eat a sweet potato, all right? You're eating like a big bucket of sweet potato. And I swear I'm not from Long Island, Oneg. I digress. You eat a sweet potato, or let's take something that's really, because I mean, people who want to do low carb, not ketogenic but like low carb paleo, go ahead and eat your sweet potato. It's actually the one kind of root vegetable that I'm really like rooting for. But people who are trying to get into a state of ketosis or really learn how to heal the body, because ketogenic practices can be really great for those who have created a lot of metabolic derangement. It's like the miracle lifestyle, because it puts your body into reparative mode if you go at it in the right mindset. Yeah, because your mind is a reflection of your body. So if you're one of those spastic people that's like, hello, I want to look good and look fabulous and have energy and look ripped and have the business now, I'm like, it's not going to happen. Not with that kind of attitude. You got to pace yourself out. Being in a hurry is what got you in this mess. Wanting things instantly in the insto society and being in the matrix is what got you in this mess. You did a lot to get yourself in. It's going to take a lot of work to get yourself out. But once you get yourself out, obviously it's amazing. So the one thing that you want to do is you want to get rid of foods that are processed. Because those suckers, and I don't get, during the holidays, which were coming around the corner, people are like, oh my God, well I had to go off keto or I had to screw up on my diet because you know how hard it is during the holidays. I'm like, no. Last year I was like, oh yeah, I understand. I'm sorry guys. No, this year I'm like, put on your freaking Superman Wonder Woman underwear. Pull them up and freaking get some gumption. Stop being like that you can't achieve what you want because you're creating these barriers based on some illusion of a holiday. No. If your health is so jacked up and your body can only manage that much glucose, I don't care if it's holiday season, stick to your freaking program. Hey guys, I swear I'm just easy going. As I'm saying, you guys gotta like hunker down. 1 teaspoon creates an excitatory response. You start secreting too much insulin. Insulin is caustic and it's nasty if it's over-secreted. It actually can damage your body just as much as the carbohydrates. So you look at a guy who eats pizza and a bunch of crap and you're like, he's ripped, yeah. And I'm like, he still cannot clear out the amount of insulin that is stacking up in his blood and creating problem and ages, which is advanced glycation end product, and the cells are starting to glycate. Nobody's immune to eating a bunch of processed foods and getting away with it, and you think you look good on the outside, but on the inside and in your organs, you're getting screwed up big time. I'm just saying. So understand that when I'm talking about adiponectin, I'm talking about keeping your adiponectin protein hormones level high enough to deal with insulin, right? Because it helps modulate your metabolic processes. That's what we want. And it helps that dysregulation of your blood glucose because we need adiponectin. It's super important. And when you eat a high diet in carbohydrates, those hormones that freaking keep you spry and healthy become downregulated because you're eating too much of this, guys. Too much carbohydrates, way over that teaspoon. Every time you eat something, every time it's mealtime, if you're eating a processed carbohydrate, I don't care if it's whole wheat, sprouted, barley, garbage. Garbage. Rice, it's a grain. Garbage. Yes. Your quinoa, garbage. Don't believe me? Oh, it's healthy. No, it's not healthy. Look at yourself in the mirror. Are you having the business? Are you having a hard time achieving your goal? This is 47 with a jacked up knee injury, 10 surgeries, can't run, jump, lunge, or squat, and still somehow I manage the business, yeah? Because I will do whatever it takes to maintain this body because you only have it one time. Okay guys, that's it. If you want to learn more about how to raise your adiponectin levels, if you want to learn more about plant pectins, if you want to learn more about how insulin and glucose work in the body and how we don't need all that glucose like we once thought. If we want glucose for our red blood cells, our bodies can go into gluconeogenesis and provide it on our own without one drop of a carbohydrate. We were never meant to be eating all of it, because if we did, we'd be able to store more than 2,000. Yeah? Calories or kilocalories of glycogen. If we were able to metabolize glucose, we wouldn't get sick from it. We wouldn't develop insulin resistance from it. Yeah? Because insulin is not doing its job anymore. Your body keeps over-secreting and over-secreting and over-secreting because shite's not getting in the cell. Energy needs to get into the cells of your body to make you feel cool, so your adrenal glands don't overcompensate for the lack of glucose or glycogen being able to be stored. That's why people are going into ketosis, because you don't need to use glucose. There is no more up and down and crashing and destroying your adrenal, your thyroid, and your reproductive system, and clogging up your arteries with your LDL small particles like being too high. With fat as your fuel, and people have this concept that fat is bad. We are made up of fat. How can what we are made, because I said you can store 2,000 calories of fat as glycogen, you can store hundreds of thousands of calories as fat. Now, why would Mother Nature do that? You can't store a lot of glycogen. You can't even eat much, because this will create diabetes. Yet we can store a ton of fat, and people are afraid to eat bacon? Really? That's what I'm made out of. That's what I'm made out of. Okay, guys, if you want to learn more, this was just a tangent about trying to get your adiponectin levels back up. Like I said, it's a protein hormone that helps regulate insulin production. We need insulin, but we don't need bolus amounts of insulin that's going to stack up in our blood and make us sick. That's what we don't want. And to do that, we got to kind of go down that rabbit's hole and find what the root cause is of all the stuff. You look in the mirror, you're starting to age. There's a root cause somewhere. It started somewhere way back when. Yeah, guys, you have low testosterone. Why? That's not normal. And a lot of you guys have it. A lot of you guys have it young. Yeah, you get headaches. You're constipated. You have loose stool, leaky gut. You got heartburn. You can't sleep. Your exercise, your workouts suck. Can't build muscle. And these are just arbitrary things. What if you have rheumatoid arthritis? What if you have diabetes? What if you've got MS? What if your kid's got ADD? What if you have ADD? And then you're running, what if you're depressed? All of these things are about your blood sugar dysregulation and about insulin levels being out of control and how insulin doesn't do its job anymore. Now too much glucose is entering the body. This is the reason why people are going on a ketogenic protocol. Notice I mentioned everything about health and this much about weight loss. Come on, guys, your body's not going to want to lose weight. Not when your body thinks it's starving from stress, because that's the way our primal bodies react. Because we didn't have cell phones and computers and all this shit before. Tired of saying shite. We didn't have all this stuff before. So now, stress equates starvation to the body. It's really weird. So we just want to get fat. And then we go treadmill. And we create more cortisol. Because that's not normal stuff. No hunter-gatherer ancestor was like, oh wait, dude, let me go do some cardio. No, we didn't do that. Really? Come on. Get your butt moving. Get your cortisol down. Detox the liver. Get some plant pectins in. Pull those too high estrogen out of your freaking stuff. And if you want to learn more, guys, because I've just been on like rants, it's all connected. And the more you learn, the better you feel. So don't ever eat any beans in any meal. Because if it's a musical fruit, something's wrong. Gas and bloating is not normal, guys. There's no such thing as a night owl, guys. Gestational diabetes in women during pregnancy, hello. Seriously, that's not normal. Postpartum depression is not normal. Depression is not normal. PMS is not normal. Hot flashes are not normal. Yeah? Headaches are not normal. This stuff is not normal. Agitation, lack of focus, can't remember stuff, Alzheimer's, cancer. This stuff is not normal. And the fact that you have all these relatives or yourself going through this is the reason why I'm here to get the word out. Because every day I learn something. I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell everybody, you guys. Yeah, there's no reason that you in your 40s, 50s, and 60s or older,